Hey everybody, welcome to the live stream. I'm Father Roderick. Finally back with a new Lego build. We're gonna build Central Perk, and I'm so excited that I've got the live stream up and running. I hope the audio is okay and the image is okay. We'll have to do with this one particular camera view. I don't have an overhead camera or a close-up camera yet. But that's all in the works. So for those of you that are new, I am a priest. I live in the I don't live in the United States. I live in the Netherlands. I just came back from the United States. I'm a Star Wars fan, podcaster, TikToker, YouTuber, and I love Lego. Hey Michiel, hey Margot. Audio is fine, image is good. I'm using this desk microphone, so it's a bit less close up than normally, but the advantage is no wires. I don't have to wear headphones, which is kind of nice, especially at the end of the day. So I'm building this set for a TV show of which I've only seen 2 episodes. Friends. But that's not a problem. I guess that by building the set, maybe I'll get more motivated to check out that show. I hear it's funny. But first 2 episodes didn't yet completely convince me. Of course, it's a little bit older than the type of sitcoms that I used to watch. But it's a classic one, so it's something I need to check out at one point in my life. Hey, Steven. The United States of the Netherlands, yeah. Let's see, do I do this correctly? 2626. Yeah. That one's 2, 4, 6, 8, 10, 12, 14. That should be 14. 2, 4, 6. 8, 10, 12, 14, 15. No, 14. No, it's okay. Alrighty. One of these. I so miss doing this. Huh. One of the reasons that I didn't get around doing more Lego streams was that both of my good cameras were occupied. I needed them for other work. And it's only today that I've been able to free up one of those cameras. And I needed a good lens because this room is quite dark. I don't have specific studio lighting yet. That's another thing I need to start working on. And so I need to have that very sensitive lens, so I can just use the ceiling lights, and I've got like a few IKEA lights here, just out of view. That's strange. For some reason. Huh. Okay, this is supposed to be like this, or not? Oh no, I need a longer one. Now this is a set that I've been gifted a long time ago, so it's disassembled. It's already been built once, which creates, of course, the chore of having to find the right bricks, which normally if you build a new set, they make sure you only have the bricks for the particular phase that you're building. Let's see what I could do, because I always have to squint if I'm looking at the manual, because it's like my eyes are not that good. What I could do is look up the digital manual, because I think Lego has all the manuals online. So let's see that if I can put that on the iPad, then I should be able to zoom in, which could be useful. So let's give that a try. I hope everybody is doing fine. I'm just gonna move the microphone away. Now this is, of course, I'm doing this on my Lego channel. I've got another YouTube channel that has way more followers, and this channel has been basically on hold for several months. So normally when I go live on the other channel, there are tons of people just stopping by, but since this channel has been dormant for such a long time, I don't expect this to immediately get a lot of traction, but well, we'll see. I hope to do this on a regular basis, so maybe over time people will stop by. Okay, Lego manual, Central Perk. There you go. Even has them in Dutch. How amazing is that? Oh, it's in the form of a PDF. Okay. There you go. Here we have it. Alrighty. Oh yeah, that's a lot better than the paper version. And it's got some background information on the show itself and the designers of the set and all that cool stuff. And what I love about this set is that it's like a little miniature television set. So including the stage lights and everything. I love that. All right, let's see. I think I'm just gonna start all over, and let's do this properly. Let's get this out of the way so I can read the comments. There's a great what if series. What would happen if the Netherlands didn't have to fight the water all the time? Yeah, that's true. If the Netherlands hadn't been there, the world would have been a different place. But I guess that's true for almost everything. It's the what if series on Disney Plus. Is you know, the Marvel stories, like what would happen if you know, someone else had been Captain America, for instance. All right, 2, 4, 6, 8. It's always a number 2, 4, 6, 8. That's fine. I'm doing all right. So let's put this here. This one here. And then this. Very well. Okay. Oh, this is so relaxed with the iPad. I should have done that ages ago. Okay, we need this and I miss this sound as well. I hope you can hear that, the little ASMR Lego stuff. Love it. There you go. And then we have this. suppose this goes underneath. There you go. One of 3. First part is always the most boring one because it's all about the base. There you go. Need a longer one. There you go, this one. Yeah. And then a gray one. That should be probably this one. Okay. Wait a minute. Have I done something wrong? Oh, yeah. Okay, wait. That's not right. I've already messed it up. How do I do this every time? This is so stupid. Oh, I see. I see. Not so smart. There you go. That's feels more solid as well. Oh yeah. And then this one goes here. Perfect. Yeah. Like this. Gray one goes here. And the black one goes here. There we go. No treble. 3. So did any one of you watch Friends? Any recommendations how to get into it? I was a bit overwhelmed by all the different characters. I couldn't really figure out what their relationship was and what the whole purpose was, other than that we're probably a bunch of friends. And most importantly, when does the show really get good? Because in the beginning it was a little bit, I don't know. I didn't immediately, I don't know, get the characters. And sometimes with these comedies, it takes a while. It takes like a season or something for it to get going. I don't know if that's the case with this one. Okay, and then I know that one. Here's hoping that the set is complete. There you go. Like this. Steven never liked it. Michiel watched it back in the day, mostly when it was on television, but never followed it massively. Monica and Roz are siblings. Monica and Rachel are roommates. Joey and Chandler are roommates. Okay, I don't recognize the names yet. I do recognize the names, but I don't know who is who yet. But I'll keep this comment as a reference. Okay. You know, I had exactly the same thing happening to me when I got the Big Bang Theory Lego set. I remember I bought it and I'd never seen the show, but I just loved the little display and it looked like a miniature television set. But I didn't recognize any of those minifigures. It didn't really talk, didn't have any. I don't know. I didn't have any emotional connection. And then the Big Bang Theory ended up being one of my favorite shows ever. So I'm thinking, well, maybe that will happen with this show as well, or not. I don't know. But for me, Lego was my introduction to the Big Bang Theory. 3 of these. All right. I suppose it's this one. Yep. Right there. This is coming together quite quickly. That's good. One. How long should that one be? This one? Yeah. Okay, perfect. Have you watched Young Sheldon? Yes, I've seen a couple of episodes. Very funny. Very different from The Big Bang Theory, but I like the voiceover by the older Sheldon. Stephen watched episode 1 of Kenobi this morning. I'm a little nervous because I liked the book very much, and I know the show does not follow the book at all. No, it's very different from the book. Yeah, you just have to leave that in its own timeline in a certain way. But don't worry, it's a good story. You have to really consider it. It's not episodical. It's not like The Mandalorian, where every episode has a satisfying conclusion and little surprises. It's one big movie cut into 6 pieces. If you look at it like that, I think you'll like it a lot more. Margot says, in my mind, there's a fictional version of you in the Big Bang Theory universe. You'd fit right in as one of the guys who hangs out at the comic book store. Yeah, I'd be probably one of those nerds who has no life. Yeah, it's very much a world in which I can imagine myself living. Very much so. Some people really dislike the Big Bang Theory, and they think it's offensive, and it's a lot of the humor is it's kind of, it's not, it's no longer acceptable. I don't know. I just really like the dynamics, and yeah, the humor is a little bit nerdy, geeky. And maybe not always politically correct. I still think it's funny, and I still like the ensemble very much. Sheldon and his mother. Oh my goodness. I'm more on Sheldon's side, I have to say. His mother is so obnoxious. That's funny. Actually, I can relate the most to Sheldon, Because I've in my mind, as growing up, I was very much the Sheldon type. Uh, so he's the one who is closest to, and maybe not how I was perceived, but definitely how I felt as a teenager. And so he always makes me laugh. It's like, oh my gosh, yes, I would be totally Sheldon. Not as intelligent, of course, but definitely socially super awkward. And all his neurotic tics. Yeah. And oftentimes I just wouldn't understand people around me. I wouldn't understand my classmates and the world in which they lived and the things they liked. I always thought it was such a weird universe, and always wondering if if I was on the same planet. And probably my classmates thought the same about me. There we go. Always liked it, but the first few seasons were the best. Yeah, yeah, the first few seasons were definitely the most charming. But I also like that they continue to evolve the characters, and they got relationships, and some of them got married and got children. I liked how you kind of grow up with the cast. I wonder if you could have influenced his thoughts on God as a counterpoint to his fundamentalist upbringing. Ah, yeah, I think a lot of his resentment against religion, or not resentment, but his super rational attitude is based on the caricature of faith that his mother has, and it's actually not really a caricature, because all too often I've seen that kind of fundamentalist thinking in the U.S. Sometimes even in Catholic circles, people think like that. Then again, isn't it Fulton Sheen who said people don't hate religion, they hate what they think religion is, or Catholicism for that matter. And I believe that to be true to a certain extent. Although I can also totally see why people would actually hate the Catholic Church as it is, because it's definitely full of flaws and things that need to be reformed. But there's also a lot to love. And the church is much more pro-science than people think. Because they always believe that, well, you know, they're all the same. Catholics, Protestants, even evangelicals, Baptists. Whereas some of these Christian religions or religious groups can have totally opposite views on the world and our place in it. Not to mention all the misconceptions that Christians have amongst each other. All the prejudices and stereotypes. Okay. I'm definitely missing a few pieces here. Which color should that be? I'd say the dark red. Maybe I'm wrong. I only have one of these. Oh, wait. This is not supposed to be... Ah, it's supposed to be circle. Okay. Okay, let's see if I can get that out again. Oh no. I misplaced one brick and it's stuck there. Okay, let's see if I can get it out like this. There you go. Put this back. Now something tells me I need to get these bright red ones. Oh yes, definitely. 1, 2, 3, 4. So one goes here. Uh, 3 of those and 4 of these. Yep. One, 2, 3. Two, 3, and one more. Come on, where are you? There you go. Okay. Unos. So I'm currently watching Lego Masters Australia, and I keep being stunned by just the ingenuity of the builds that these guys make. It's incredible. They have no no manuals. It's just they look at all these bricks and they know exactly how to build something. Most of them are kind of the nerdy type as well, but I guess you need to have a certain specific intelligence to look at, you know, have an idea in your mind and then know how to build that from all these loose individual bricks. I couldn't do it. I'm so dependent on the manual. But for me, that's fun enough to just rebuild something that someone else has come up with. And I could, you know, in my dreams I'd be a Lego builder too, but I know that life is too short for that. I'd never be able to learn this in this lifetime. So maybe in heaven I'll spend a few centuries of my eternal life learning from the Lego masters. If there's still such a thing. Huh, a few Leonards there. That's cool. I never really identified with Leonard, Leonard is he's too funny, he's too cool. Yeah. He's not awkward enough. He's got a girlfriend. I don't think Sheldon hates religion per se, and he would probably appreciate the ritual of liturgy and, of course, the openness to science. Yeah, probably. He would get very stuck up with all the, liturgical rules, though, probably. If the priest would make one mistake, he'd probably raise his hand and say, "That's not how you're supposed to do this." But I can see how he would be very uncomfortable with the charismatic, evangelical style of just do whatever the Spirit inspires you to do. That's not enough control for him. One, two. This one. Another one? Okay. And two of these. It's so funny, earlier today I was super tired, and now I'm fine. The remnants of COVID keep surprising me. It's so unpredictable. I was talking to Rob Basco, who I stayed with during my time in the US. And he too is a huge Lego fan. He's got some amazing builds. And he's been a Lego collector also for many, many years. And he has just recovered from COVID. But he would describe these moments where, like, for instance, he would be working on his laptop, and then in the middle of typing a sentence of an email, he would just like, yeah, nope, I have to lay down, and then just sit in the closest chair nearby, and then just be completely passed out for 4 hours. That actually happened to me today. Like, after lunch, I sat down and I didn't have like a heavy lunch or anything. I sat down in a chair, and I was gone. Like, I was playing a YouTube video on TV, and when I woke up, like hours later, it was still like doing all these stupid YouTube videos that were totally unrelated to the one that I first clicked on, and I had no idea. And then I realized it was past time for mass, so I was like, "What? What is happening?" I'll still make sure to keep this short, and we'll do like short sessions of about an hour, because I know that if I go to bed late, I'll have to pay the price tomorrow, and there's so many projects that I need to work on tomorrow. So I'm gonna do TikTok production, and I came up with a plan to create more of them, to do a lot of them in bulk. Because creating like these separate TikToks every time is just taking too much of my energy. So, but it's one thing to come up with a production schedule in your mind, but then I still have to test it out in real life and see if it works the way I imagined it to work. So that's why tomorrow I need to be in good shape. One smaller one. These are too big. Or is it this? No, same thing. It's not one of 4. I need one of 6. Okay. I haven't seen one of 6. That's weird. It's not there. We have these long ones. Okay, what's going on here? Ah, there it is. Hiding underneath another one. Some things will never change. Okay. One, 2. This one. Now we put the big one like that. And then this one here. All right. Starting to look like a pretty good bottom plate. Oh, interesting. One. Gray triangle. Okay. Why do I hear church bells? It's far too late for church. So I've got the window open here on my left because it was so warm here. Normally it's always closed, so maybe it's just because now I hear the sound of just a regular the nearby Protestant church sounding the hours of the time, or whatever you call it. Normally I don't hear that. Come on. Why is this? Okay. Let's start with this one. There you go. And this one, like that. No, I want to go and watch The Big Bang Theory. I still haven't finished the entire series. I think I've got one season left. Good. Interesting to see how they do this slanted shape here. Two of these. And then 2 of 3. Could be this one and this one. Okay. Oh, 2 of these, yes. So there you go. good. Yeah. And then we close this one. All good. Ooh. Yeah, this is going on for a few more pages. So I'm going to leave it at this, if you don't mind. So this is the overall shape, but it gets like additional layers and an extension of the set. So this is actually, it looks bigger than I judged from seeing the box. So that's nice. It's a little bit uneven yet. Maybe I just need to solidify everything a bit more. Maybe the weight will do that. Maybe the build will get strengthened over time. Usually when it feels flaky, there are some more steps involved in making it stronger. This is Central Perk from Friends. Yes, indeed, it is. Which set of Lego do you like the most? I love the Hogwarts set. I wish they would do more of those micro scale buildings. Spock is watching Father Roderick build his Lego so that I can read a book in peace. Hello, Jeannie. My daughter bought this when it first came out and built it. It's still put together and in her college apartment. How cool. Yeah, it looks very, very nice. All right, let's do a few more and then I'm going to sleep. I can already feel the benefits of doing this. It's so nice. I mean, you feel like you're being productive and at the same time just doing something completely mundane. Love it. And then white. Do we have white pieces? This? Oh, it's in here. Ah, okay. Very well. Let's begin by assembling this. Maybe this. Wait a minute. Oh, okay. What is that? I've never seen such a piece. Huh. Maybe I should just put some colors aside here. This is a little bit too small. We've got orange and red and white all in the same tiny compartment. Ah, here it is. Perfect. All right. Where was I? This. And then this. There we go. Ah, so we then add that here. Ah, I see. Cool. Almost identical procedure. One, slightly different though. Two. Okay. Very well. That one connects to this, so now we have this. Oh, okay. That was not supposed to happen. Okay, this will probably become more stable over time as I continue to strengthen this. I hope, at least. This came apart very quickly. All right, we move over to green. Very cool. Lovely dark green. I don't think I have many of these pieces. Relatively new color. And one. There you go. Yep. And this goes here. Next. Oh wow, there's an entire extension. Very well. Like that. Yep. And there's a red dot. Where is that supposed to go? Huh. Wait a minute. Here? Oh. Wait, no. Something is wrong. This is correct. This one, however, 2, 4, 6, 8, 2, 4, 6. Ah, okay, this one's not the right one. There you go. Problem solved. And then we probably need to flip it upside down, or not. We've got this. What's next? No, actually not. Green block. This. Oh, it gets more complicated now. This. This one. Triangle. This. Is that a regular one? Okay, let's first construct this. So, like this. And the green brick. And then yeah. Okay. There we go. And then that one should go here. Wow. Very well. Oh, we get ugly red stones, red bricks. This one. Usually the big red ones are just for orientation, and they will not be visible, hopefully, in the final build. 2. And this one. Okay. Go. So this is what it looks like right now. 2, 4, 6. This one. Okay. Where do I put that? Here. Ah, perfect. Green. Uno, due. These. This has to be a 6. This and 4. Yeah. Okay. 1, 2. Yep. Huh. All right, so it gets a bit more colorful. And then we're going to add, how many? Oh, 3. 1, 2, 1, 2, 3. Alrighty. 1, 2. And this one in the corner. Yeah. Okay. Step 29. We're getting there. 1, 2, oops, 2, 3, 4, 5. 1, 2, 3, 4. Where are you? Here we are. Okay. All right, now we're talking. Cover the entire floor. 1, 2. Oh, it's very satisfying to put like an entire floor down and kind of cover all the holes. Love that. There we are. So here we go. Looking at the shelves behind you, I remember what a pain it was to move all your Lego sets. Yes, it was. Half of the amount of moving boxes was Lego. Indeed. And some of them are still kind of half broken. I've got an entire cupboard in the other room that is filled with, you know, just parts of sets that I need to assemble. Rob showed me his Lego city that he's working on. So he's creating this train and then surrounds it with buildings. And I was like, oh, that looks so cool. Maybe I will sacrifice one of my rooms to building a Lego city. That's the only way I can put these things on display, because I can't fit them all in on the shelves here. Now we get a lot of gray stuff. Yeah, it's kind of hard to imagine that it's already a year and a half ago that all that took place. But I'm very happy in the end. It all turned out so well. This morning during Mass, there were a few people that used to go to church in my previous parish. Mostly in Baren, and sometimes also in Amersfoort. And they told me that they specifically wanted to go to Mass to see how I ended up, because they, like many parishioners, had no idea why I was gone. And where I ended up. So they figured it out, and then they came to Mass and told me a little bit about my previous parish. So that was nice. But I also realized that I wouldn't want to go back anymore, because I am very content with the current situation. But I wouldn't want to do the whole moving thing again. Like, I've done enough moving for the next 10 years at least. There we go. I think we finished the entire first stage. So this is the result. It's not that spectacular, but still looks very solid. This is the back. And I love how the camera is able to focus on this. That's new. Cool. All right. Let's see. You know, when you were in
so-called. I told you I would be in the Netherlands. I never made it from Ireland to Amsterdam because of the airport issues. Oh boy. That's true. Yeah, you were traveling to the Netherlands, and then I would be in the United States at the same time. So I didn't know that you can, but the airports were a disaster. You're right. Oh, stuck at Dublin Airport. Oh no. So what did you do? You went home, or did you spend time in Ireland? Friend of the family was stuck overnight at the UK airport. In the morning, her plane was cancelled. She had to take a ferry to France. No. Oh, good lord. Flying is definitely, it's a risk right now. You're not certain that you will arrive. This is kind of scary. I don't have any flights in my nearby future, but I will think twice before I depart from Amsterdam. But sometimes you don't have a choice. So maybe later this year I'll return to the United States. Rob is working on maybe organizing some talks in Catholic universities. But that would be in October, so hopefully by then things will have improved. Or maybe the entire world is in lockdown again. It's so hard to plan ahead. But right now I wouldn't want to take an airplane. You went home. Oh, jeez. So you came all the way to Europe from LAX? Oh my gosh. Was this for work? That is terrible. I mean, it's not a short flight. I actually traveled from LAX to Amsterdam. It's like a 10-hour flight. Can't imagine doing that for nothing. Oosh. Okay, let's wrap things up with a few. Let's construct a few of the characters here, and then we're done. This is someone in a blue skirt. It's a lady. And I hope this is the correct face. I think it is. This must be Jennifer Aniston, judging from the hair. Yeah, I think that must be her. What's her character's name? Wait, is this correct? Maybe it is. I've never seen this hairpiece before. And then black. Ah, okay, so it looks like a waitress. She has a plate with a cup of coffee on it. That is, if I can find the cup of coffee. There it is. Oh, now I lost it. Here it is. All right, I'm going to show this to the camera, and you can tell me who this is. She needs to carry it like this. Wait a minute, like that. Cool, I've never seen a plate like this. Is this the correct? No, this is not the correct one. It's a different cup. Right? Or is it not? It's hard to tell. Looks like it's a different cup. Although, Maybe it's not. Well, I'm just going to keep it with this one. I'm not sure if it's correct, but all right. Let me see if that can focus. If I probably have to cover my own face. Yeah, there you go. Because it's concentrating on my face. If I cover my eyes, is it still gonna focus? No, it's not gonna focus. How do I do this? Wait, like this? Okay. Yeah, there you go. So who is this? Any suggestions? Rachel. Okay. Oh wow, Rachel. And Rachel is she played by Jennifer Aniston? Oh, you worked 5 days in Dublin. Was going to work 3 days in Amsterdam, but that didn't happen. So you didn't come all the way for nothing, but still frustrating. Rachel Green. Hey Evo, I'm doing fine. Oh wow, so you're now one of the sacristans. Nice. Yeah. You had quite the journey over the past 2 years. I'm so happy to see that and to hear that. I think there's one more minifigure that we have to assemble, and then I'm going to call it a day. And that's actually the first minifigure that I should have done. Let me see. Oh, it's a green guy. He's got a green jacket, black feet. And he's got a broomstick. Any idea who that could be? And white, he's got gray or white hair. I think more white. Okay, let's see. What kind of face is it going to be? Not that one. You see, I should go and watch this series because I don't recognize any of these minifigures. This is a lady. Huh. Does he have like a... Oh yeah, okay, this is probably the one, I suppose. This one has a little red something under his mouth, I think. Well, anyway, let's put on the hair. I have no idea who this is. I don't even recognize this guy from the episodes that I watched. Okay, maybe you guys can tell me who this is. Broomstick. There you go. I'll just put this in his hands. And then, boom. Maybe it's the owner of the place? Like sweeping the floors when everybody's gone? Alright, let's see if you can tell me who this is. Any guesses? Gunter, okay. The owner of Central Perk, white hair. Yeah, okay, Gunter. Cool. That's what I figured. Oh, I didn't know his name. I don't think he's in the first 2 episodes. I'll go watch another episode before I go to bed. Alright, well, since he owns the place, I'm going to put him here. He can sweep the floors when we are not streaming. And then... And Rachel, does she work there too? She worked as a waitress in the beginning of Friends at Central Perk. She's a high school friend of Monica. Okay, apparently I know way too much about Friends. Yeah, clearly. Very, very good.
All right. Dear friends, thank you so much for joining me. Let's do this again soon. And I hope this worked, despite the fact that you didn't really get a good close-up of what I'm building, but it's better than nothing, right? So I had a blast, and I hope you have a wonderful rest of your day. Sleep well. Get healthy soon, Michael or Michiel. And Ivo, say hi to the family. And we'll be back. All right, good night.